Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Hey, welcome. Hey Vella, hey Nikki, hey Bobby. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of things. So I'll just put you on the main screen so you can see better. There we go. So yeah, this is my new e-commerce website that I've been working on all day. And it's still not perfect. It hasn't got a lot on it. But it seems to be working as such. So I've had to change the startup picture, which you can see here. And I've added a few items to the shop. Not a great deal. But like things like tutorials. If it goes there. It's gonna be on Sketchwerkz now. Just like I've said to you. You can go to the shop itself and go into each product. And like there's some stuff to download, some stuff like t-shirts, stickers, that kind of thing. I think I tapped that twice. The community now is gonna be our one that we're used to on Telegram. I'm gonna skip monthly challenge. I'm gonna go to October. So this will have literally all the entries and all the challenges. As you can see. Now the reason I've skipped monthly challenge is because for some reason it's not working at the moment. I bet oh no, this page can't be found. I'll have to sort that in a bit, but that is up to date as well, with everyone's entries, etc. So that is the website, and like I say, you got like, what do you call it, like the checkout with a cart and all that, you know. You can like search for the products, etc. Everything should be working on there. I'm not sure, I haven't tested it as such. But there we go. So that is the website. And we're going to be using Affinity today. And we're going to be going through a couple of things. Now, Nikki, you said you wanted something on perspective. So that's what I'm going to bring to you today. Starting with, just get back to the website. There is a new kit in the shop. You can download it, it's free of charge. And it's my perspective guides for single one, two guides, and a 3 perspective guide. What is the monthly challenge? It was Valentine's, wasn't it? I haven't got the picture ready, but it was Valentine's, sure. I'll put it in the club when I find it. So yeah, you can download these guys, no problem. So it's all free of charge. And that'll give the website a good test as well. And then they're like assets, so you go into the assets, you'll see that they're here, 1.2.3. Now there is a little, how can I put it, to get them to show up like that, I've had to make them 1 point, and they're obviously no good as 1 point. So what I've done is you insert the 1 point and it looks terrible like so. And then when you go into the files, the layers, you'll see one of them says change to 0.1. And that is literally the stroke width. So you change that to 0.1, and then it goes back to how it should be, which is your single point. And then, like I say, you got like the dual point and 3 point, etc. all down here. And it's pretty much the same. You change them all to 0.1 so that it works nicer. Now, they won't snap, unfortunately, because they're not officially from Affinity, but they are just assets from myself. But it does show you that is how the perspective should be. I'll show you another drawing here. So this one, you may notice this from a few years ago that I did before. So I'll just turn the opacity down on this. There we go. And I'll put in a pixel layer and change it to pixel mode. And I'll just pick my sketcher brush. Yep, that'll do nicely. In fact, I'll make it a different colour so that we can see it a bit better. I might change the width as well. I thought that would change. A funny weirdness. Very strange. I have to change. Oh no. What I've got is a specific large sketcher because I've had that trouble before. So this will be a bit thicker, a bit easier to see. And there we go. I've had that exact same thing happen before. So, going back to our group, I'll add that pixel layer again. And now, actually, so the perspective guide is basically everything follows the line towards the center point. So let's take this one for example. You'll see the trees follow this line exactly to the middle. And everything will. So the bottom of the trees, the road, the buildings, even the windows will be on a line, as you can see. They will follow a line somewhere. So as long as you stick to those lines, now that, as you can see, the ones that go down aren't on the line, and that's because they're not in perspective. They're like on the side. It's a bit confusing. I'm just marking these extra windows just there and there. So yeah, like top of the buildings along this line. And like I say, the road, everything goes to that point in the middle. So that is single point perspective. And I'll show you example of each one now. In fact, I'll just leave that one and go into this one. So here we have 3 artboards, 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, the point perspectives. Now what I've done is come up with a drawing for each. So let's start with the single point. So I've made this little room here, and again, as you can see, every line I'll make sure I put on another pixel layer. So, oh no, I thought it was on that pixel layer. Get back. No, select that one. No, the hell. That pixel layer. Do you ever like to select the whole thing again, do you? Where's my brush? So many brushes. the yarn, but that was like most I can't think what you call it, but it's the most used one on the internet. I must have gone right past there. Should be from my 100 subs and wherever it is. Oh, I'm weird I'm not in pixel mode. It's literally changed the whole thing. So yeah, there we go. So large sketcher. And this will work out right. See how much larger that is. Let's try that. Yeah, okay. Very strange. But yeah, as I was saying, so everything will follow a line into a middle point. So that is single perspective for you. I'll just show you a couple of lines here. Nikki should know this quite well because she does quite good at this kind of stuff. But yeah, you can see. And then when it's not a perspective line, you just go straight down. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps deleting my line. I'll just redraw it. So yeah, if it's the other way, then you go directly straight down like this. To keep it looking like it's in perspective. Was stuck on a waiting screen. Oh no. Had to restart YouTube. Bloody YouTube. What do you want me to redo? This is something that you said you wanted help on. So, I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't. So this is, like I was saying, is single point, which you'll know quite well. So it literally follows the lines to a single point in the middle. Yeah. As you can see, that whole room is like that. So let's get to the 2 point. So this one also has something that I made up somewhere there. I'll just make another pixel layer. And there we go. So on dual perspective, like what do you call it? Like two perspective. You go out to 2 points. Had to restart again. What is going on? I mean, it's not saying I've dropped any frames or anything. Very strange. You okay now, Nikki? So with this one being 2 points perspective, you'll see that all the lines go to the 2 points and meet in the middle. Just like this and like this. Excuse my line, I'm not very good. But as you can see, it goes out towards the 2 points. And then I keep touching it. I must have a hole in my glove or something. But it meets up right in the middle, just here. Seems okay, mine's fine. It's a bit worried. Our kids are playing online games. I bet they're downloading something huge. So yeah, that is 2 point perspective where it goes to 2 points. Now then, trickier. A 3 point. So as you can see, we've got the building in 2 point, but in 3 point we'll be able to see the roof of said building. So I'll show you now. I'll try and find where it is. Just there. So I haven't done a building, I've just done a cube, but you'll get the gist. Then I'll just add another pixel there, swing door on top. So, as you can see, think of that like the building earlier. So we're following basically the 2-point perspective here and here towards the middle. However, because it's 3-point, we've actually got one coming down the middle as well, just here. So it's kind of like, how can I put it? It's like you get all three. So I'll show you now on this bit. So you get like that one, this one, and you'd get this one. So you end up being able to see the roof and things. It's hard to explain, but that is 3-point perspective. Yeah, rotation definitely helps. Like that, so you can follow that line across there, and then turn it so you can follow that line across there. Yeah, that's exactly how I do it. So yeah, that is three different types of perspective right there. And like I say, there's the downloadable folder. Hi Kathleen, thanks, this is super useful. Good, I'm glad that it's helping. Sorry about my voice, is terrible. So yeah, do you want me to show you other examples, or how do you want to play this? What if you want to add something else to the 3-side one? Okay. So this, let's do this one. So let's get rid of that. And our one that we just done. And I'll just add another pixel there. So, like I say, this one, I mean, I can see it, but I know you can, but you'd have literally like a line going this way to a point here, and a line going that way to that point. But you've also got the one coming here. So you could literally draw all sides of the building. If you're drawing a building, that's mainly what these are used for. Like square things. So let's give you an example. Going across here to meet this one. And then here to meet this one. My lines ain't that great, as you can see, but you get the gist of it. But you also get these ones, so you go along here. Oh no, hang on. From this corner. Told you I was bad at this. And then you go back to the other corner. If I can zoom in, you can see the lines. Along here towards this corner. I don't know if I explained it very well, but it's kind of like, I forgot what the name of that shape is. It's kind of like a square, but yeah. Like once you start doing it, you will see. like how everything goes. Like if this was a street, say, you'd literally have like lampposts going from here, and then the next one will be here, and the next one will be here. You know what I mean? It's like you like follow that line all the way along, and then you could do it on the other side as well, like here and here and here. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like if you took a picture of the corner of a building, you would see that exact view. It's hard to explain, but that is what you would get. And if you took a picture of the building from a really low angle, that is what you'd get there. So you can't see the roof. And then that would be kind of like inside the building, or the best way to do that is like a runway or a road, or I'll show you on that other example again. Like this. So yeah, it's like a road vanishing into the distance, and everything follows like the same lines down to that point in the middle. It makes sense in my head. I hope it does yours. But that is how we do single point. I'll go back to the other diagram, because at least it's got all three on there. You explained it. Thank you very much, Nikki. It's one of those things where the more you do it, the more used to it you'll be, and the more you can just see it, even without the lines. You can just see, oh yeah, like that's the side, etc. It's like say, like those lines weren't in that room, like tell you straight away, oh yeah, that's in single point perspective, because everything is going towards the middle. It's like you just know after a while. Renee is pretty good at taking pictures like that. So you'll take a picture that like goes down to a single point like that. Yeah. If you need anything else explaining, that's all good. Oh, if you had a bendy country road, now then, what I would do with that is single point, and I'll show you as to why. I'll just get rid of these out of single point. Like that, and then make another pixel layer. And the reason being is because you could start off up here. I'm not drawing because I'm not a pixel. Right. Where did I put the pixel layer? I'm sure I made one. Is that it? Yeah, I think that was it. I just jumped up there for some reason. So we'll get it inside of artboard 1 where we need it. Hopefully it'll draw this time, and I'll show you. So you'd start it from, say, here. I'm just trying to count how many. I think it's that one. And then you'd end up with it at the middle. So you would end up going out here, back in, and it would get smaller and smaller away. So you'd end up like this. Do you see what I mean? It's like you end up with a big raid at the very start, and then go down to hardly any, like you can't even see. That's why it's called the vanishing point. But that is the way I would do it. Is single point on that one. And then you would do exactly the same, where you'd have trees and things around the outside, all following towards that middle point. So yes, good question, thank you very much. I'll just turn that one back off and put our originals back on. Is there anything else? I'm just looking on the screen, you can already see the lines. Just looking at we got another question. Can you have the vanishing point at one side, for instance, and does the one point always have to be in the middle? No, it doesn't. I'll show you now. I'll just get rid of these again. There we go. And add another pixel there, so we can draw now. Yeah, so it's basically the focal point of the drawing. So I'll just move it to somewhere else, like say over here, and then just extend it out. Right there. So now the middle would be there as such. So just make sure we're in pixel mode again on the pen, in the pixel layer on our sketcher. So yeah, you'd have everything going to that point. So I don't know, so it was a road here and here, and the little chevrons in the middle. I'm no good at drawing. This is why I vector. But you just make sure you vanish it off towards wherever that point is. You answered mine before I finished. Anyway, I didn't even see. Yeah, vector is so much easier than actually drawing, especially with my hand. It's like terrible. So hopefully that answered your question. So you could have it going to wherever you want, this vanishing point, as long as you follow the lines to it. It's all good. And then, like I say, you could have two vanishing points, but like two different. I'll show you. So if you were doing two rates, so I'll just take our 2 point away. So now we got the 2 points. Just make an extra pixel there so we can draw now. And there we go. So yeah, you could have the same kind of thing. So you got the road going off here. And a road going off to this side. Like a park. So you'd have like your trees and things in the middle. You know what I mean? And they're like two pathways. And your field would end up in the middle over there somewhere. But this is where 3-point comes into it. See, because you need that extra point in the middle. So you'd only be guessing at this point, but it's right there somewhere. So that you could then draw your extra lines. But then that is, like I said, that's 3-point. Makes it much easier. That's only an absolute guess. And it's not right, as you can see. It's not got that much of an angle on it. But yeah, that is like a good thing of a 2-point perspective. So you get 2 vanishing points off in the distance. So you literally have the focus in 2 places. Straight off like that. Hang on, there's another question. It does give a whole new look, which is the point. And what's nice about this is that, like, if done right, it'll A, look really good, and B, no one can question it, because it's like, it's in perspective, and that's the end of that. You know what I mean? Like, people can't be like, it's not in perspective, and it's like, I'll show you the lines if you want. It's exactly in perspective. I was just thinking about a signpost or something in the middle. Saying like one this way and one this way. Like that way to the playing field, that way to town or something. Making up little drawings as we go along. So that's been an excellent question so far. Is there anything else I could do whilst we're talking about the subject? I just put in on the original drawings. If I could find it. I thought I had. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, cube. It makes sense. Good. That is the whole point. Try and make it make sense for everyone. I'll put that back on. Oh, I gotta move that vanishing point to match that one. These are 1,000 by 1,000 exactly. So if you did want it exactly in the middle like that, then it is 1,000 by 1,000 sheet. It looks easy. Yeah, it's one of those things where it looks easy and then you go to do it and you're like, yeah. What version of iPad? So this is the M1. So it's not like the latest, but the M1 Pro, I think they call it. The 11-inch. Yeah, I'm not rich enough to afford the latest one, unfortunately. But hey, we try. The one thing you got to watch out for. Yeah, I think it's 2022 or 21, one of those. It's somewhere around there. But it's the M1 that I do know for sure. Whenever the M1 came out. So, feeling more confident in perspective? I hope so. That's the point of this. Two-point and 3-point. So, any other questions? I can go through anything you want. Doesn't have to be about perspective. Could be anything. Thanks, Teek. We'll play around. Yep, no problem. Like I say, on my website, you've got the guides. So I'll just show you these again. So yeah, just go to the shop part of my website, and then you got the guides here. They're free of charge. I'll just show you. So you go in here, just add it to the cart, and download them. There's no problem. Mandela. I suppose you could with a single point perspective, but it would be very hard. You'd have to use some kind of mirroring effect for that. So this is really going to... The hard thing is it was right on top of where I need to read. Something with my sense of compositions help with. It's like that is right on top. I shall that's good of you, Nikki, thank you very much. You're right, that helped, yes, exactly. I'm glad it's gonna help you, Kathleen. That was the point. Yeah, the Mandela creator. Yeah. So there's like two different ways you can do it in vector with I think they call it symbols, and you can do it in pixel mode. Then you could just do it with like mirrors and symmetry and things that comes with that. But the symmetry hack for vector is real good. I like that. These lines will be exactly straight when you vector it, by the way. Like our other example here. It's simple, I know, but it's straight. Forget the red lines that are drawn over. Like, see. Like, that is the kind of thing. So it's literally like the tops of the trees are all the same, the tops of the buildings are all the same. Like that. Everything follows the lines. This was actually a really old tutorial that I did years ago, but it's like a refresher course, especially for new people. If you created a square in perspective, then create your mandala in square. Oh yeah. That is the vector cheat, if you like. So you could like make the square, make it a symbol, then copy the square, and basically tick-tock it all the way around like a clock. And then wherever you draw on the rectangle, it will actually draw in multiple mirrors and symmetries all over. It's very cool. Yeah, I always forget. It's like, make a pixel, as you've seen. It's like, why is that moving? Oh yeah, because I forgot to create the pixel layer first. And that is one thing. Or the other thing is, Affinity creates a pixel layer for you, and sometimes you don't notice that it's done that, and you could be there for like an hour doing a drawing, and then you look at it and you can't adjust the layer away from what you've drawn on. Like, say these red lines are on the same layer as the drawing, and then you're stuck because there's no way of getting them back off. That happens quite a lot. Yeah, so the Mandela maker as such, it's the rectangles but already done for you. So it's kind of like the clock's already saved like that, so that you just draw it. Like, it's all done. All these things will be on the shop soon, on my personal shop. So I'm trying to save you from going here, there, and everywhere. So, I don't know, to the sticker place, to the t-shirt place, to the files downloader. Everything will just be in my shop now on the website. So, saves you going here, there, and everywhere. Get an account for everything. Now you just be able to do it all in one go. It is so nice, good. And with Sketchwerkz, that hopefully also will be all the tutorials in one place. If that starts taking off, that'd be cool. I'm just gonna go back to this one. So if there's any other questions, this is all good. If you want me to attempt to draw something else in perspective, I'm not very good at it, as you can see. The Draw Empire. So I kept it real simple at the end, just a square. Because I was like you see all these like big buildings with like different things, and it's like no. What's that? Yeah. So basically, Sketchwerkz is anyone that does what I do, such like teach people art, can go on to Sketchwerkz, make an account, and will enable you to write your own tutorials and things on there. Any software, doesn't matter. If it's not on there, we'll just add it. But the idea is to have one place where, I don't know, say it's like, I want to learn Blender. Oh yeah, I did that on Sketchwerkz. Or I want to learn Nomad Sculpt. That's on Sketchwerkz. Do you know what I mean? So that's where we're trying to go with the keeping it simple means it's sick there. Yeah, that's another reason why I was like, if I did like, well, I couldn't probably do it, but if I did this like amazing scene, it'd be like, you're not gonna get why it's there, only that it is there. This also works with like 3D stuff like Blender, etc. Because you would basically make that cube in Blender, and that would have your 3-point perspective. You could make that entire room. And then it comes down to the camera itself. But you'll find there'll be like a single point perspective mode of the camera. That kind of thing. Or 2-point or 3-point. So it all matches in the end. But that is how to make your drawing look 3D when it's not really 3D. It's perspective. That was where I first came in. I'm running out of things to talk about. That's why I was asking if anyone's got any questions, etc. And whilst I've still got my voice, well, anything you like. Doesn't have to be about perspective, it could be just affinity or something in general. Yeah, trees down the road, etc. Everything, like street lights, trees, anything. I'll try and do it on this 2-point here. Where do I put the pixel layer that we're drawing on? Yeah. So, and like I say, you'd literally use the lines as a guide. So you say it was a street light, and then you could do like another one there, and another one there. Do you know what I mean? And it all gets like shrunk down because you're following that line there towards the end. And you're starting on this line. You see? And you could do the same on that side towards that point. Oh yeah, I'm telling them bad news on linear. So linearity curve, which is what I was going to be doing as well, is now going to paid. And it's something silly like £10 a month or something. It's worse than Adobe Illustrator. So that is something that I just can't do anymore because I can't afford it. So back to Affinity is for now, because at least it's a one-off payment and that's it. But yeah, I'm gutted because I've got like an in real life class that I teach, and I was asked to get a vector program that was free that they could learn. So we've been like a couple of weeks where we've been using Curve, and now all of a sudden, oh we can't use it anymore. It's like, so the woman who runs it is like getting in contact with Linear Curve and saying like, is there something that you can do for us, kind of thing. Oh, Inkscape's free. I haven't looked at Inkscape yet, so that's cool to know. Thank you, Nikki. I will have a look at that one. But yeah, everything I looked at, there was like Adamine or something like that, and obviously Illustrator and Fresco and all those ones are like paid, and they're subscription paid. So Affinity is the only one where you like pay it once and then it's yours forever. So it was like looking like that might be the way forward. But I'll have a look at Inkscape as soon as the stream ends. That's real cool. Same time as Affinity. Yeah, John. That's what I did. Find John. And then that's it. It's like, you're hooked. Because he's so good at it. I want to try and get him on Sketchwerkz, because I think that'll be really good. Because he does like different to us. Like, I would show you, things like perspective or the tools. How does the pen tool work, etc. Whereas he is like, let's draw this cute character. Media Bank. Yeah, I looked at that one, and it has like a free part of it, but it's when you want to do what we do, it does get into paid, unfortunately. But yeah, I did consider Media Bank, but it's going through a lot of changes as well lately, that one. There was Clip Studio Paint as well. And I was using it for a little bit before that one, but it's very confusing if you're used to this program for a start, and then it ends up something like 50 quid a year or something. So it's quite cheap, but like I say, you like can't do the things that you can do on Affinity, and that is what I want to try and teach, like the people I teach in real life. Clip Studio, yeah, it's got the worst interface ever. However, it does have really good pencils and things like brushes. It's like really nice. It's a bit like Procreate's brushes are just awesome. The only thing is they're not vector. And like Clip Studio, yeah, it's just really, really hard to use. Like, it's like, oh, that's how you do that particular thing. Very difficult. But I did have a go at that one at one point. It's been nice to get Livestream back on the go again after the whole issue over Christmas, etc. Even like last week there was something, I can't remember what it was, but there was some reason I couldn't do it last week. And it's like, well, I do love a good stream. It's awesome. And I know you guys quite like it too, because all the interaction, etc. Although the voice Josh is much easier to understand than my voice. But you win some, you lose some. Because, say, the interactivity of how do you do this thing is here on this. Yes, monthly challenges. So, let me try and find it, because it's got to be here somewhere, surely. Monthly. Out there. So I did have it. So yeah, this monthly challenge for February is Valentine. Just come off that. So there we go. Hopefully you can all see that. I designed, that's another one I'll look at. So yeah, just something that's free where you can adjust nodes and things. Because, again, they're a bit like me where you can't, like, draw, but you could just put a point there and a point there, and it draws the line for you. That is what they're looking for. So, yeah, that is the ideal situation. Like I say, gutted because Curve was just like that, and it was free for a bit. And it's like, now it's not typical. So yeah, this finishes. I haven't got my my thing with me. It's on as a camera right now. It's like whenever the last stream of the month is, that's when it ends. And then we'll have a new challenge today. But yeah, anything Valentine's for this one. And all monthly entries will go on the website, etc. 29th, that sounds about right. So yeah, 29th. It'll be in a live stream like this. We'll go through each picture, and then it'll end up on my website as well, which isn't working right now. I don't know why. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, that is it'll show you that was the challenge, this was the entries. There's a lot of your stuff on there, Nikki and Bobby and Bella. There's a little section of like who did what, etc. Who won. So yeah, it should be a cool one. There's all sorts of things for Valentine's in there. Whether you want to do a present or, I don't know, some sort of heart design. Infinity pink, alright. I did have a quick look, but obviously not hard enough. So yeah, we'll have a look at all these after the stream. Very cool. Thank you very much. But yeah, unless there's any other questions, I think I'll call it a day now. Thank you very much for coming, and I will see you in the next one.